this is Ladonna with And She Saw Stars. I'm here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and today I'm at the Bon Macaron, and that's in Ann Arbor, and it's not far from the main street. I've been here, this will be my second, third time. I come every so often. I know University of Michigan, Department of Engineering, BS-AE, so that's Aerospace Engineering and Physics Science. And I also graduated University, and I had a Master's of Science in Aeronautical Engineering. And I'm here, I was traveling here anyway, and I'm here, and my mom died at a funeral, and it's the weekend after, the week after. This is my dad, and seeing him. I'll talk about that maybe later. Funerals are sometimes difficult, but nothing is great. And when you can get away on your own and have time and think about what you feel about what's going on in your life, what's going on with your family, what's going on with you, and what's going on in your life. And I'm here. I haven't gone back to the department yet. I was hoping to visit maybe, but I wanted to come to the Macaron, the Bon Macaron. I saw it the first time I come here, and it's great. It's across some literati, which looks amazing. They have amazing stuff here. Since I've been here, the downtown is great. There's a great shop. It's like a great geek shop, and I bought stuff there not too long ago. Some great, in fact, I'm probably gonna go over there if they're still open or whatever. They have some great like snacks, sort of anime type snacks. It's corn on the cobs to die for. They're like 25 cents or whatever. If you can buy them, they're imported, maybe from Japan or Korea or whatever. Amazing. Okay, I would totally buy them, and then I would come to Le Bon Macaron, obviously, and buy their macarons. They're great, and I've had many macarons, and I do cooking and stuff. And they have Italian sodas, which I haven't had in a long time. I would totally come here and give it a chance. You can get French sodas as well. When I'm here, sometimes, and I am going to maybe talk about it, you can sometimes run into a little bit of racism. I ran into its ugly head some other place around, like in one of the shops, and I didn't want to talk about it, but I did. I said, "Are you racist?" What I'm going to deposit and then posit for you is that if you encounter racism, or if you encounter an attitude that you do not understand or like, ask. They might just be odd, okay? And they might not have a clue, and they might not know. The problem with racism is that it's based on this sort of conditioned, like agreement of that there is a supremacy here. And no one really says what the supremacy is, except those that are like dictators, and those people we've sort of kicked out. Okay, but the supremacy is still believed to sort of exist, like what you have here, around. That is a white person that is supreme, a white man that is supreme, and that when white people together, so shall they gather. This type of supremacy that tries to put down people of other origin. In many cases, you will see that the most people are of mixed heritage anyway. Okay. European or whatever, black, okay, native, everything. And they just don't know. They don't take the time out. That's sometimes because there's a heritage of racism in the family or in the home. Now, with that aside, I would highly recommend you come out here anyway and experience the city. The city is not the people. The university is the city and the people. The ones that live here are the folks around. And when you come around, you encounter nothing but the great times of University of Michigan, the alum, of the educators, and those who are popping through, the families and such. And then when you encounter anything that strikes you as odd, doesn't suit your fancy, and bring it up. Don't let it take down your time. And many people cry racism for being a nerd or supposed geek or whatever. I'm totally down for being a geek. I mean, I am an engineer. Or totally for being too much golf or too much science, too much bookworm, too much sport, too much you paint your face when you go to the games or whatever. I mean, is that not a discrimination? Okay? I bought these macaroons. You can't afford it. Is that not a discrimination? Is that not an assumption? That just because I bought this, it means I'm better. No, it means, I like good stuff. You like good stuff. You're buying that comic book somewhere. And so, this is my comic book, right? And there you can have a meeting and the mutuality and you come together. And there's no racism at all. I want to recommend these stores. I'll probably do a walking tour. It's well worth to come down and sort of see how they've grown. I graduated in 93, went to the military in 95, and I'm here. I was an officer and a lieutenant colonel, okay? And I sort of rocked the joint with engineering, my engineering skills in the Air Force. And I'm back. And it's always great to come back, to home, like where you got your aerospace engineering degree. And touch bases, especially when you've had like a loss, like a funeral, and you're sort of wondering what's going on. Whenever you do, you're bringing that past with you. And sometimes that's great. Sometimes too much new can use a little bit of touch from the past. Old alumni, like me, okay? And new alumni, and struggling students who are wondering about dropping out. They've already been to the board, they're less than, they're 1.9, okay? And they're about to get out the second time, third time. And I still made it, and I rocked it, okay? This is what you have to say. You are here, an alum, in many reasons. You know where to shop, you know the new stuff, and now you know the old stuff. But you can help the people that are maybe on the outs, about the fritz. Keep them going. I used to do professionals in training program. That's the PTP, and these are little young engineers who wanted to come to the event. And I was a mentor there, and I used to mentor a lot of engineers who didn't think they could make it. And I helped quite a few. One was a football player as well, okay? One was a basketball player. And then and he was an aero engineer, okay? And he was around the Fab Five. I'm name dropping and also time capsuling me, okay, when they were around. And it's great to be here. I was here when they won. I was out in those streets, okay, screaming my head off. I didn't go to the game though because I was studying. And then I went out when they won. I was nerd first, grades first, fun second, okay? And I was here as a nerd Zeta Phi Beta sorority, Gamma Delta chapter, which is here at Ann Arbor. And it's a great chapter. Grad chapter is, they have a couple of grad chapters, but mainly most go to sort of Detroit, okay? And they go to their, it should be Zeta, I've been such a way, but it's the Zeta chapter in Detroit. We used to have a close, I don't want to get into, Eastern's a great school, and they're near here, okay? And so I'm starting to get vibes about Eastern a little bit. All right. We had great parties here. The Union, unfortunately, looks like it had a fire, okay? The dyad was great. I saw these drummers not too long ago. The lead of the drummer was Antonio. I wrote a letter to the provost. I used to dance with the Chini Bia Congo, and I did African dance. And I performed, and I was really great at it. I went on to do Afro-Brazilian dance while I was still in the military. I was sort of working, and I was doing my fun stuff at the same time. I was sort of a product and believed in this whole officer stuff. Whole person, unified, holistic way of living. And that's why it's great when you come to Ann Arbor. It's very holistic, okay? And the Bon Macaron is a holistic place, and I'll show you the macarons, okay? And you can have one. I do a toast. This one's almonds. It's really great. It has a nice cream filling, and it has a nice break, and it has a nice top of a sliver of almond. The taste is very almondy, but it's sweet as a bit of a custard. Most of the macaroons are gluten-free, which is really good because I'm gluten-free. Again, I fell off the wagon and hit my face, and I will talk about that later. And then this is cinnamon,